Hi, I'm from Andes Researchers, Monash University. I'm introducing Italy and how it affects for the Australian firms. So let's go and see how is it. Italy is the world's 9th biggest economy, which relies on services and manufacturing. Wholesale, retail sale and transportation sectors are the uttermost important sectors in Italy. Italy is divided into both the industrial and development northern part, where most of the country's wealth produced, while southern part is less developed and more agricultural based. Italy, the biggest boot, situated in the southern Europe, which is more influenced for its arts, architecture, literature, film, culture and delicious food. And the most famous creation nowadays is the pizza. Italy is on the top 5 most visited country list for tourism, by increasing tourism as their fastest growing industrial medium. In this video, I'm talking about economic development, human development, trade between Australia and Italy, absolute advantage and comparative advantage of Italy. Let's go and see what is it. Economic development is a broad process which improves the nation's economic, political and social well-being of its people. It not only increases the growth but improves the quality life of each individual. In this video, I'm talking about exports, agriculture, trade, tourism and market conditions about Italy and economic development. In 2018, it has been researched that the economic growth of Italy was $2,549.87 billion and 0.3% has been increased. Two ways to measure the levels of economic development of each country: by gross national income per capita and the purchasing power parity. GNER is calculated by the total products and services produced in a country plus the income received from the overseas. You might think, why is it? For an example, imagine an Australian company situated in Italy and the income we generated was gone to Australia, not Italy, so Australian GNI rises. PPP is an economic exchange rate that compares currency of different countries to buy the same amount of goods and services. One good in a particular country should have the equal price of an identical good of another country, and from the total income it should be the same purchasing power from all the countries even though the currency differs. There are two types of PPP. One is absolute PPP and the other one is relative PPP. In absolute PPP, the rates are equal. But what happens if the cost per product of one country is cheaper than the other? Then the people come to the cheaper country and convert the dollar to euro. This will raise the demand of the euro. Even though a country rich with high economy, what happens if the people are not happy with that? What happens if they do not allow for the women to work in labor market? So for this, we have to measure the human development of each country. So this is a process which enhances one's life to a better level by giving freedoms and opportunities to improve their well-being. People are in the center of development process. People like to spend a quality life according to their needs and wants. So this HDI process is not measuring the amount of money a person gets, but concentrating about how much money invested on people. 3 main categories used when measuring the HDI. Italy's HDI for 2018 was 0.883, which was a high position of 29th out of 189 countries and territories. That means the lifespan, education and gross national income per capita wasn't high in Italy. Italy is the 5th most visited country in the world and 3rd from the Europe. Economy increases by giving jobs, developing infrastructure facilities and exchanging interrelationships. In 2019, tourism boosted up the economy by 232.9 billion GDP. Foreign workers who work on Italy causes 15.9% from the Italy's GDP. Italy deals with the branded market. Its main exports are mechanical machinery and equipment, which causes 24% of the total, and automobile accessories cause 7.2%. Italy is well famous for its fashion and clothing industry. Not only that, Italy is the world's largest wine producer and one of the best exporting olive oils. Italy is the Australian 16th trading partner. Because of the large Italian community in Australia, there is a high demand for Italian products. Italy is the third major market who buys Australian wool, which is $160 million in 2019. The investors promote wool industry and fashion designing in Australia. Absolute advantage, whereas a nation is able to produce a certain competitive good with lesser resources, less time, with an efficient. In the example, it shows that Italy is more efficient in producing wine and Australia is more efficient in wool. So they have to allocate their resources. We have an absolute advantage, and here, Italy and Australia can trade, exchange their products. But what happens if one country has both absolute advantages? Then there will be no trade between the two countries. Does this seem to be true? This is where the comparative advantages come. A nation have the ability to produce a certain good with lower opportunity cost than its trading partners. In comparative advantage, always the prices are at their lowest level than the competitors. In this example, Australia has to sacrifice 4 pizzas to make 1 wool box, and Italy has to sacrifice 2.5 pizzas to make wool box. So it means producing pizza is more cheaper in Italy than Australia, and Australia should have to make wools. Italy has the low levels of the natural resources. Therefore, most of the raw materials have been imported. Major industries in Italy are fashion, clothing, tourism, automobiles, and pharmaceuticals. Italy is more talented to manufacturing goods and services. Therefore, it's better to use as the comparative advantage. Let's see some of them. Italy is well known for its designs in automobiles such as Fords and supercars, where many of the branded and luxury supercars are manufactured. Because of the high performance, safety and status, there is a big demand for supercars in Italy, and it has a comparative advantage in manufacturing supercars because of the lower opportunity cost than US. Many of the luxury brands are originated in Italy. It's famous because of the quality of the textiles, neatness, and creativity of the construction. Still, there are highly specialized craftsmen can be seen. There is a high demand for Italian fashion industry throughout the world.